The Holly K. Dunn case is a monument to human resilience and the unforeseen twists of criminal justice in the arena of true crime. An ordinary evening became terrifying when Holly and her buddy saw serial murderer Angel Maturino Resendiz, whose heinous crimes scared towns. Resendiz, who claimed insanity throughout his trial, was unaware that one putative adolescent victim, Holly, had miraculously escaped. This discovery complicated the court procedures by casting doubt on the story of Resendiz's mental condition. However, the thriller begins with the mysterious backdrop of the legendary train killer's terrible deeds that scared towns as it recounts Holly K. Dunn's harrowing experience with him. Holly, an unwitting victim, was subjected to a terrible assault that forever altered the course of her life. Holly's sister, Heather Dunn Nemier, found a therapeutic outlet in writing, articulating the emotional impact of this tragic tragedy. Holly, a college student, went to a party at the University of Kentucky with her boyfriend, Chris Meyer, on a tragic Thursday night in late August 1997. What began as a seemingly benign decision to walk along the train lines quickly turned into a nightmare when they came across a mysterious person demanding money. As the intruder, later known as the Railroad Killer, brutally detained Holly and Chris, a horrible assault ensued. Heather highlights the emotional toll the tragedy exacted on the Dunn family, laying the groundwork for the memoir to dive into the ramifications of the attack. Holly's remarkable escape demonstrates her bravery in defying the killer's evil plans. The video discusses the train killer's strategy of seeking to avoid the death penalty by claiming legal insanity, generating reflections on moral culpability in the criminal justice system. Holly, being the single survivor among the suspected victims, plays an important role as a witness in the judicial process. The video digs into her unrelenting drive to provide critical information to investigators, despite physical and mental hardships. However, it emphasizes the invincible resilience of the human spirit in the face of hardship, emphasizing Holly's dramatic path from victim to survivor. As it progresses through the complications of Holly's engagement in the legal procedure, her perseverance becomes a key element. The video stresses her critical role in supplying key facts to law enforcement authorities, leading to a better understanding of the horrible crime. It emphasizes Holly's significant emotional and physical struggles, depicting her as a figure of resilience in the face of adversity. Furthermore, the thriller delves into the notion of survivorship, highlighting Holly's effort to recover control over her life in the face of ongoing pain. It emphasizes her transformation from victim to survivor, depicting her as a symbol of strength. The subject of moral responsibility within the criminal justice system appears to have a significant component, particularly as the murderer seeks to manipulate the judicial process. Holly's journey is told as an uplifting story about the triumph of the human spirit. The memoir effectively illustrates her transformation from a victim defined by tragedy to a survivor facing judicial processes fearlessly. Holly's tenacity becomes a strong symbol, demonstrating the strength inherent in overcoming hardship and the capacity to turn a painful event into a monument to survival. The thriller delves further into the determined efforts to identify the elusive culprit, eventually revealing him to be Angel Maturino Resendiz. Holly K. Dunn's brave statement, which challenges Resendiz's plea of legal insanity, is a watershed moment. It focuses on the terrible impact of these events on Holly's life and family, diving into the difficult topics of survivor's guilt and the lingering trauma induced by such horrible atrocities. However, Holly's encounter with Resendiz in the courtroom becomes a transforming moment of empowerment as the legal process progresses. It expertly navigates the case's complicated nuances, giving insight into the killer's deft use of the train system for escape. Holly's steadfast drive to confront her abuser, combined with the emotional toll of the survivor's guilt, gives a moving depiction of her path toward personal recovery as well as the pursuit of justice. Moreover, it ends with Holly's remarkable transformation into an advocate for victims of violent crimes, with her narrative serving as a monument to the triumph of the human spirit against terrible darkness. She transforms into a light of hope, inspiring those who are dealing with pain. Holly's transformation from victim to survivor serves as a remarkable example of the perseverance necessary to choose happiness and purpose after facing unspeakable tragedy, inspiring others to overcome hardship. Exploring the complexities of Holly's story reveals a rich tapestry of emotions, legal struggles, and the extraordinary human potential for survival. Her path from despair to activism exemplifies the deep influence of surviving on both herself and those she seeks to help. The video plumbs into the difficulties of confronting a remorseless killer while expertly navigating the labyrinth of the criminal justice system. It also emphasizes the transforming power of one woman's unwavering commitment to turn personal sorrow into a catalyst for positive change. Holly K. Dunn's story goes beyond simply a personal survival account to become a powerful story connecting with bigger themes of justice, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit. The video captures the varied aspects of Holly's experience, providing a nuanced portrait of her transformation from victim to advocate. In doing so, it gives a window into the complexities of navigating a legal struggle against a horrible criminal, as well as the emotional fallout from such awful actions. Overall, Holly K. Dunn's path exemplifies the transforming and powerful potential inherent in the human capacity to rise above even the worst adversity. With that, let's move on to the burning question: what happened to Holly K. Dunn? Holly K. Dunn, the lone survivor of the infamous railroad killer, recently visited the Laurel County Public Library, providing insights into her recovery process and taking questions from the public. She and Heather Ebert co-wrote the book Soul Survivor, the inspiring true story of coming face-to-face with the infamous railroad killer in 2017. Contrary to popular belief, the novel goes beyond the conventional tragedy narrative, developing into a story of perseverance, forgiveness, and the reclaiming of a life unfettered by a single fatal night. Dunn's public presence and subsequent conversation were testaments to her unbreakable spirit and the fortitude she discovered within herself to overcome the horrible trauma she had gone through. While the opening chapter of her book goes into the night that changed her life forever, the next 300 pages record her unusual and unconventional method of rehabilitation. Dunn stressed that her story isn't just one of grief when discussing her journey. Instead, she regards it as a happy book since it depicts her victorious presence in front of the audience, providing concrete confirmation of her survival. This upbeat attitude pervades the pages of her memoir, resulting in a story that goes beyond sorrow to examine the depths of human perseverance. Dunn had been subjected to unspeakable horrors at the hands of the railroad killer, making her survival all the more astonishing. Her book is proof of her capacity to rise above the darkness and reconstruct her life. Instead of concentrating on the past, Dunn has decided to concentrate on the lessons learned, the strength acquired, and the transformational power of forgiveness. Her narrative describes the healing process as a multifaceted journey. Dunn's unconventional approach to healing entails not just self-reflection, but also an investigation of forgiveness and understanding. She demonstrates tremendous perseverance by refusing to allow one night dictate the course of her life, and she acts as an inspiration to those suffering tragedy. Dunn addressed the idea that her novel would be overly depressing during the conversation at the library. On the contrary, she stated that the overriding feeling inside its pages is happiness. Joy coming from the fact that she can stand in front of an audience today, presenting her tale and exemplifying the strength of the human spirit. As a result, her story acts as a light of hope, defying accepted beliefs about trauma's consequences. Dunn's unorthodox recovery method becomes a prominent aspect of her story. It's not a straight line. Rather, it's a jumble of self-discovery, forgiveness, and a purposeful resolve not to be defined by the darkness that attempted to swallow her. However, she not only offers a cathartic release for herself by telling her tale, but she also extends a hand to others dealing with their own tragedies, providing a template for resilience and rejuvenation. Finally, Holly K. Dunn's presence in the Laurel County Public Library, as well as her memoir, Soul Survivor, go beyond the traditional story of a crime survivor. It illustrates the transformational power of healing, forgiveness, and the tenacious human spirit. Dun's path, which is distinguished by perseverance and positivism, defies cultural expectations and serves as an encouragement to people navigating the difficulties of trauma and rehabilitation. As we get to the end of Holly K. Dunn's incredible journey, think about what feeds your perseverance in the face of hardship. Well, that's it for today. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.